Right, and we are back. I can't exactly remember which part of my walkthrough this is, but hold on a second, I'll get a quick name launch out. You've got to take care of two twats there. I got myself a new minigun. Well, I should have done the last video anyway. Right, so basically, oh dear. Right, okay, it's time to get all political once again. Well, you know how I said that the UK was currently going through a EU referendum, as been led by Giant Hacksaw? Well, basically what's happened is that the UK will no longer be a part of the European Union, which wasn't... Oh, what was that? Oh, wait on a second. Look at that. First water portal. Right. So this water portal here is pretty easy. Just avoid the fire, get the golden triangles, yada yada yada. Very simple, folks. Right. So the UK is not a part of the European Union anymore. I was very shocked and alarmed about that, but that's what the vast majority of the British public wanted. It wasn't actually a pretty close vote, actually. I think the vote to remain was about 48, while the vote to opt out was 52. So, yeah, it's a very close vote. So, anyway, democracy has spoken. I personally voted to remain within the EU because I was very worried about what would happen to the economy and British jobs as a result. And not to mention, well, I'm not expecting people to agree with me, but there's been also I've been hearing all sides of views from the debate. Some views have been very valid, some of them have been a bit, well, a bit like lunacy really, but there you go. Democracy has spoken, so there's nothing more I can do about it. I am Turok, so that's another point I'd like to add. Right, so that's the first warp zone. Right, now, I think there's a full health in this section here as well. There was. Oh crap, no, there wasn't. You've got to be really careful. These giant swords are hard to avoid. Oh, actually, I think there's a full health and that little alcove there, folks, but I'm not going to go for it. Shall I go for it? Yes, try it. Yeah, it was worth it. It was actually an ultra health, it wasn't a full health, so yeah, that was really worth it. Especially when you're on the vote, when you're on death's door. I'm going to show you another little secret around here as well. Once twat features have been taken care of here. There's another secret wall. Look at that. It's the pulse rifle, just like I'm back on level 3. So, and get the auto shotgun out for now. Pump action shotgun out for the time being. Just for the checkpoint. Oh, some health here if you want it. They should be brimming with health by now. Some more shotgun shells. If you recognise this area, this is the area that we first started off in, folks. So what you need to do now is you need to head over here, trip this switch, grab more of this health, watch out for ancients, who will be lurking around, like these twats here, for instance. I'm going to try and conserve my explosive shells, actually. I'll just do that. I'll just use my assault rifle instead, to quickly dispatch these idiots. Oh, bugger. There's a 25% health there. Oh, who's that? Oh, get out of my face. Yeah, these ancient warrior guys are a bit stronger than the, whatchamacallit, the regular soldiers that you're used to fighting. So, what you need to do is you need to go down here. You can only use your knife in this section, but do not panic because there aren't any enemies anyway. So anyway, my thoughts on the EU referendum. Well, I was very disappointed by the result, but there you go, democracy has spoken. So I personally think that it would have been better if we had stayed within the EU rather than playing Russian roulette with the British economy, amongst other reasons. But what has happened, but I will just have to deal with the consequences, come what may. I hope that, well, the thing is, we've already come out of a recession, but it looks as if we could potentially go back into another one, and you are not going to be able to help us out this time. Neither is David Cameron, who's stepping down as Prime Minister, and I doubt very much that George Osborne will be of too much use if he decides to leave government, that is. So, we've kind of shot ourselves in the foot, really. Well, the people who voted out didn't really shot themselves in the foot. I have to be more precise. But that's just the way it goes in life. You know, it was a fair win. There's been talk of a second referendum, but I don't think everything will happen, to be honest. Right, so what you need to do is get like a heavy weapon out here. Because there's going to be another high priest that attacks you. I'll go it as I say. Bang, 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 bang. This is where you get the Cronus of the piece from. So come to 5 minutes recording time. Now there is some health you can grab here if you've lost a lot of health in the fight, like I just did. Oh shit. Yeah, you've got to be really careful to get that last Chronoceptor piece, otherwise you're going to be screwed, sissy, otherwise your mission will fail. So yeah, all you need to do now is just head back the way you came. If you get a bit lost, just rewind the video and it'll show you where you need to go. Oh, is it this way? I think it was actually, yeah. Now there are probably going to be some ancient warriors upon exit of this little maze section, so just be prepared for that as well. I'll give you a heads up now. So yeah, I will have to wait and see what happens to Britain, what the future of the UK is looking like, because Winters of Scotland could be coming out to the UK, but whether or not they get back into the EU or not remains to be seen, because as far as I know, there's quite a queue to get in. But we will just have to wait and see what happens. If push comes to shove, I will immigrate. Sod it. Make sure the coast is clear. Actually, there's some more. And the high priest there. Deal with these bits. There's two paths you can take. You can go down this way, or you can go this way. Not much of a difference really. Try to save your minigun ammo as much as you can. Even though because minigun ammo pickups are not very few and far between. So what we want to do is try and get off this floor. So we're going to try going this way instead. Because there are going to be idiots who snipe at you with their blow darts. So you need to go this way. Oh, watch out. Actually, I know what I'm going to do. Do as I say, folks, not as I do. Okay, so what you need to do, you need to make your way across this walkway here, eliminating all the ancient warriors who have blow darts who try to snipe at you. I just had one go off. Oh, there he is. Get the drop on there before they get the drop on you, otherwise your life will be really hard. Oh wait, was that a walk or was it? Okay, just keep an eye on the camera now. And there's also going to be these fire traps here that you need to avoid. But if you just I just showed you my warp zone video on how to avoid them, so that should be a pretty easy one for you folks at this stage. Oh, watch out for that little sneaky one there. Walk on, get rid of this guy, get out of here. And then you should get to the exit, which should be actually take you up to the first save point, which is actually pretty good because we're coming up to 9 minutes now, which is actually quite weird considering that in the video the camera usually cuts out after several minutes or so. So that's really handy. So anyway, I'm Master P. Please like, comment and subscribe. If you want to get into a political debate with me on this video, then please do in regards to the EU referendum. But until next time, over and out.